everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new and joining me for the first time, hi, I'm Erica. I'm a 30-something-year-old living in the Midwest, making videos about all the things I love the most, like handbags, thrifting, beauty, and decor. So if that is something that interests you, please like this video and subscribe. Today, guys, is a very fun video. I'm so excited to be able to share this with you because we are taking a walk down memory lane for me. I was at my parents' house recently. They are starting to like clean out and just do some like deep cleaning of like just stuff in closets and stuff like that. And they came across some old bags of mine. I'm pretty sure there's still more there, so could potentially be a part 2 to this video, but my mom gave me some of the bags that I've had in high school and in college. There's only a few, but these were bags just left behind. They kind of got like lost in the transition of moving. I feel like a lot of things like that happen when you're moving from place to place, and when I was moving out of my parents' house, these are just the bags that got left behind. So let's take a trip down memory lane and let me show you the bags that I had in high school and in college. So grab yourself a beverage, a snack, and let's get into the video. But most importantly, let's get into the bags. Okay guys, so I'm so excited to make this video. I literally, when I got these bags back, I had such a huge smile on my face because each one is a reminiscent time for me of like when I got them, where I was, how old I was. So the way I'm going to go ahead and do this is I'm going to go in ascending order. We're gonna start with the bags I had at the earliest time and then work my way up. There only is 4 bags for now. Like I said, there might be a part 2 because again, they're like cleaning things out. So let's just get into it, okay? And I'm gonna just say this. I'm actually just genuinely surprised at how well these bags have held up for being as old as they are. I mean, they're over a decade old. Like one of them is like 12 years old. So speaking of the 12-year-old one, let's start with that. So the first one I want to show you is this bag. How cute is this? It's a little bow. It's a leather detail. It's got the chains. It continues with the detail up at the top on the shoulder strap. And then this is the inside. It was divided by this middle divider. And here is 2 slip compartments. And then here is another slip compartment. Oh, I'm sorry. That is the divider. Here is a zip compartment on the back of the bag. This one is by the brand Robert Agandolfi, Agandolfi. It's made in Italy. It's genuine leather. And I remember very distinctly when my mom brought this bag home. My mom, bless her, really encouraged like my purses, and she would go to TJ Maxx when I was gone at school, and she would sometimes come back with a like surprise bag for me, and I loved it. I loved coming home to a bag. It didn't happen super often, so I can't say like the novelty never wore off. It was always so much fun in the few times that she would surprise me with new bags. I loved it when she would go out and like she thought of me, and my mom had really good taste. Like she just would always come up with the cutest bags. And so when she brought this one home, I was thrilled, especially I was 17 when she brought this home. I was a junior in high school, and this was my carry, and I loved it. They just, and like, look how well this bag has like held up, guys. I mean, the patent leather is just still so beautiful. The leather here is gorgeous. Like, I would carry this bag now. Like, there's truly nothing wrong with it, and even the inside is like in perfect shape. And I can tell you that this bag was not necessarily stored correctly. Like it was probably shoved in a closet or a drawer for a lot of years. So I just thought this was the coolest, cutest thing. And it's like a button closure like this. But I remember having this bag and I carried this for months. I absolutely loved it. But it was funny at the time because I'll tell you a story about this bag. I feel like each one I might have a story. So the story behind this one is it's pretty small now, especially for what I carry now. This is, in my opinion, a pretty small bag. But when I was in high school, this was considered quite a large bag. And I had this German teacher who quite literally hated me. I don't even, actually I know why. So my mom had this German teacher when she was at the same high school that I attended. My mom is fluent in German, and she told me she had this German teacher. What she did not share with me is that one time she, in front of the entire class, got up and told him in German that his German was not very good. And she did not tell me this bit when I told him who my mom was, and it was like an immediate dislike. It was totally an immediate, like, I can't stand you. So that in mind, I had this bag like with my stuff in it, propped on my desk, and the teacher goes, "Why do you have your giant bag sitting on your desk? It's in the way." And like, oh, he was so mean to me. And like, I distinctly remember this. It was like a first period class. It was bright and early in the morning, and he just could not stand me, and this was my giant bag sitting on my desk. So that is the story behind this bag. But seeing it now, I'm enamored with how well it has stood the test of time. It is really held up quite well. So there is bag number one. Bag number two, now between these two, I don't know which one I got first, so I'm just gonna take a gander. I'm pretty sure it was this one. And this is a Betsy Johnson bag. It was Betsyville. Actually, no, yes, it is. It is Betsyville, as you can see. The tag is starting to come undone a little bit. But y'all, I loved this bag. I loved the bone detail. The cord sold me. It had this slip pocket like so that I would stick my T-Mobile Sidekick in because I was lucky enough I had one. And then going in, it was a pretty big pocket. Obviously, you had the Betsyville label, a zip pocket, and on the other side you had two slip compartments here. Now this bag was so big, I was able to kind of carry my books and stuff in. I can't say I used it solely as a backpack because I distinctly remember carrying this bag around with me like a purse. It's definitely on the bigger side, so as you can probably imagine, I got some looks when I was in high school because I carried such a large bag. But you know, my love of large bags runs deep and runs a long river because it was something that I was obsessed with even at 17. So be that as it may, I did get this in, I believe, like the summer between my junior and senior year. And my mom, I was with my mom this time. We were at TJ Maxx. She saw this and was like, "Erica, this is such a cool bag." And I didn't really like kind of get her vision. And then like the more I carried it around the store, because I did that then as I do now, I would carry something around just to kind of get a feel. I really did fall in love with this bag, and like seeing it now, I'm like, oh, it's so cute. Like, look at this plastic like stud detail. But like, obviously, aside from this little tag, guys, I feel like this bag has held up really well. This is not a leather bag. This is faux leather. But again, it's not stored well. It was not stored correctly. And this is still how well the bag, you know, has withstood the test of time. And like so like even the fabric on the straps, and again, this was a bag I carried incessantly for quite a while. Like I carried it for, back then I would carry a bag for a month or two, but this one I remember carrying even longer, and I would throw it around, like I stuffed it. It was such a good bag, and it was so fun. I still love Betsy Johnson bags. When it comes to like a fun, creative bag, I think Betsy Johnson is one of the best. She has such unique and fun designs, and one of my top 5 bags in my collection ever is the Betsy Johnson telephone bag, the rotary phone. So, and that kind of was fun to see, like the rotary phone, because I had one, I don't know if this is like an original, but I feel like one of her older phone bags, and it had escalated and come to a culmination of a rotary phone that you could plug into your cell phone and you could actually talk on it. So it was just so cool. And I love the fact that I get to add this one to my collection. I can't believe it's like considered almost retro. But so also, guys, not to age myself, but I graduated high school in 2009. So to give you an idea on like the age of these bags, like the green one I received in 2007, 2008 when I was a junior. And then the next one, like the Betsy Johnson, was probably 2008. And so let me show you the next one. It's a good segue into it. Now the next one is the same designer as that green one. My mom, again, went to TJ Maxx, saw it. She knew how much I loved the green one, so she found this one while she was there. It is the same, again, the same designer, different color, a little different shape. It had this really fun like turquoise heart leather detail keychain. This one, I believe, in my opinion, has withstood the test of time equally well as the green one. So I'm just enamored with how well these bags wear, because as someone now who is so particular about bags, if I see even a stitch out of place, it drives me freaking crazy. With these, I'm like so stunned with just, I mean, this looks like a new bag in my opinion. Like there's nothing wrong with it. And once again, this was something that I did carry for a really good long amount of time. I really loved it. I do think I loved the green one more. I just like the style more. I remember carrying the green one a lot longer, but I did love this one. This one has that same kind of creamy interior with the 2 slip pockets on this side and then the zipper compartment on the back, but this one is a zipper entry closure where the other one was a magnetic like button closure. But oh boy, did I love this bag. My best friend at the time loved these bags so much, she too went to TJ Maxx looking for them, and she found the one in green but in red and a little bigger, and gosh, it was so cute. I loved it in red as well. So yeah, these were a mood, and I loved polka dots. Loved it. I had so many clothes that were polka dotted. It was one of my favorite patterns back in the day. I like polka dots now, but don't wear them nearly as much. Don't know if I'd pick up a bag that's polka dotted, but honestly, like, these bags bring me back so many good memories that I swear I think I'd slip my stuff into it now and still carry them. They're so cool. And I think they're still relevant. Like, I don't think they're like outdated looking at all. So, how fun is that? So, the last one, which is the newest of these bags, and I actually purchased this for myself. This is such a fantastic story. So I was in Germany at the time, so this puts me in college. This is circa 2013, and I studied at the University of Marburg in southern Germany, and I was there for about 2 months, and I had a phenomenal experience. It, to this day, is one of the best experiences I've ever had in my entire life, and I look back on it very fondly. So this bag brings me back such incredible memories, and I happened to be at a shop. The town of Marburg was divided into like a lower level and a top level, and I want to say I was like at the top level, and I happened to be in this like shop, and they had bags, and of course I had to go look at them. And this bag was on clearance for like 70 euro, down from like 140 euro. So at the time, 70 euro I think was around $80, $85. Now I hadn't gone nuts. I did not really buy myself a lot, but when I saw this bag, I was like, oh, I like it. But I also was carrying what I consider my purse piece bag, which was my Coach Legacy bag. So I did not really get a lot of use out of this bag. And then when I moved out, it was just one that was lost in the shuffle. But like now seeing it, I'm like, I think I want to take it to the cobbler to kind of get like some of the things like fixed on it so I can use it. It's so cool. So this is the bag. It is this cool, almost like messenger bag style. The brand is Voi, or like VOI. I think it's a specific, I want to say I looked it up at one point, and I don't know if it's a German brand. I know it's a European brand. Maybe like, I don't know, something's telling me like Sweden, maybe the Netherlands, I can't remember. Editing Erica here, guys, and so while I was editing, this bothered me so much that I did a quick Google search, and it is a German-made bag from the looks of it, at least from my research. So that's what we're going with. It's a German-made brand. But I looked it up a long time ago, and I saw this, and I just loved it. It was this pebbled leather, and this is how this would open. So it was magnetic here, and then it opens like so, and like look at this stunning like suede interior on the flap. Going in, I kind of put some tissue in it, but it also had that divider kind of like that green bag did. It has pens, a slip pocket, this little divider thing. It had the key fob. It had a zipper compartment, and then on the other side, we'll take the tissue out. On the other side, it was just this big open compartment. And as you can see, it says like VOI all over the internal lining. And then looking on the back, there is a zipper compartment kind of hidden. It does have feet. Now, the reason I'd be up for taking this bag to the cobbler is the strap is made out of 2 pieces of leather. So you'll see that the stitching, in my opinion, I guess it's fine. I'm just weird. So the stitching is kind of like starting to come undone a little bit. I think I would just feel safer to kind of get it restitched. I do not trust myself to do that. But I think I'm just so in love with this bag because of its time and where I got it and where I was when I got it and the memory associated with it. It's just so fun, and it was such a great time that I have such a fond memory and a fond liking for this bag. And honestly, it's so cool now. It's to me, it's a very timeless bag. And the 22-year-old Erica was certainly thinking about 31-year-old Erica because she very much enjoys this bag. Now, something I would love for this bag is I would love to have that top handle rather than just this crossbody adjustable strap. So I feel like that would just be nice. But isn't this just stunning? I love this bag. I'm so happy I got this bag back. Now, the corners are a little rough. Again, I would take it and see if maybe a cobbler could fix that. But it's just so cool. And I've never seen this brand in the States, which in my opinion makes it cooler. I love when you find those elusive brands. It's like a Cambridge satchel to me, where I think those bags are so stunning. They're not sold in the United States, which in my opinion makes them more alluring, just different, because they're just not here. So when you carry them, I feel like they feel more one of a kind, which I feel like this bag has that same vibe going for it. So anywho, that has been my trip down memory lane. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know of these bags, which one was your favorite. I can't pick, I don't know. I love the German one because obviously of the memory in it, but maybe that green one. I saw it and I had this massive smile on my face for all of them, but specifically that green one. I remember when I got it, I got off the bus and I went into the driveway and my mom had taken it out of the trunk and shown me, and I just lit up like a Christmas tree. So anywho, that will end today's video. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, a marvelous rest of your week, and I will catch you in the next video. But until then, I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys!